today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this, I call sort of a tropical look, a tropical jungle water marble look. And as you guys already know, I've been really into water marbling lately. And it's just, for me, I think it's something that's really like fun, and you never get the same thing every time. So that's why I really enjoy this. And it's also like you just learn something new every time that you do these looks. I know that sometimes I've gotten really frustrated trying to do this, but in the end, when I get the certain like look or outcome that I want and I'm really happy with it, it's like I just feel so perfect. Like nothing can mess up my day after I have my nails done. So if you guys like this look, just please stay tuned and watch the tutorial. Okay guys, so first I'd like to start off by introducing exactly what I'll be using in this tutorial today. And of course, for the water marbling technique, you need your cup, and make sure that you're using bottled water and not tap water, because that does make a difference. Also, you want to make sure that it's at room temperature, because that will help to disperse the color when you drop your nail polishes inside of the water. Okay, and so I've been using a lot of the same colors in my past couple tutorials just because I've really been inspired by a lot of these like neon, flashy, bright colors, and animal print as well. So this is Passion Fruit by Orally. This one is called, it's by Anise, and I remember getting it at like a DSW, it's like a shoe place, but it was such a long time ago that I don't know if you'd be able to find this color, but it's called Vitamin C, and it's like a really bright sort of orange red, pretty. And this one is by Disco, it's called Dance Craze. It's like an orange. This one I've also been using a lot by, what is this? Sally Hansen, and it's called Lightning. I already know. It's a bright yellow. And this one by Pure Ice. This green is the bomb. Like, you can't really tell the brightness of it in this lighting because it's such a gloomy day, but it's a really bright green, like, awesome color. I don't know. You have to go get it. Wild Thing. Yeah. Love it. You can get it at Walmart. They're like $2, $3 or something. And then this is for Audrey by China Glaze. Most beautiful light blue ever. So, what I'm going to do is begin by dropping my colors into the water. Before I actually begin to drop my color into the water, I'm going to show you guys how to wrap the finger, which is important in this process, because you do not want the paint to get all over you. So what you do is you start on the side here and take the tape, wrap around the end of your finger. Oops, let me show you guys. Take the tape, wrap around the end of your finger, and then do the same thing on this side as you did on the other side. Okay. The object here is to get as close to the, your nail as possible, but not covering the manicure, because you want your water marbling to show up nice and clean on that nail. Then take another piece of tape, and I just use blue painter's tape. It works fine for me. I've seen other people use a lot of different kinds of tapes, but you just take this piece and roll it across. Okay, then you'll see your back ends up looking like this. Nice and clean, and your whole finger is covered. Okay? So, now let's begin with the colors. First I'll start off with my Passion Fruit by Orally. And I like to tap the glass a little bit every time I drop my colors in. For me, it just works and makes the colors disperse a little bit better, and that's just a secret that I don't think anybody really gives out when they're doing the water marbling technique. Also, some colors disperse better than others. Sometimes you'll get a color, it just won't move, and sometimes you'll get colors that just take off in the water, and you're like, what the heck? Why did it disperse like that? See, like that yellow totally dispersed really nice, actually. I think for water marbling, that's the type of paint that you want. You want paints that are not dried out and that disperse across the water very well. Blue. Uh-oh, I messed up. Let's see if we can fix this. Let's see. And that happens sometimes, so just depends on how particular you are about the design and how much you want them to all look the same. But I feel like I can still fix this one and save it, so I will. And even turning the cup helps too. For some reason, it gets the colors to move better. Okay, so right there, I'm pretty happy with this bullseye that I've created. And what I've also been using for this design is a needle or a pin, okay? And it just gives you sort of a more precise lines when you're doing your water marbling. And so, as you can see, if you wanted a heart design, this is something that you could use for that, okay? But I'm going for something that looks a little bit more like petals. Also, you can see that I'm dragging from about this area. I'm not going way up here because this polish is already dried dramatically. And I think that if I were to drag that from there, it would just mess up my whole water marbling. You can see every time I get down here, super dry. So, this is the fun part. I've got my nail ready and it's time to dip. Also pay attention to the way that you're dipping every time if you want it to look very standard. As you can see on all my nails, I have all of these sort of petaled looks going upwards. So I'm paying attention to that when I am dipping, okay? So here goes nothing. Okay, so I have dropped my nail in, and whoops, now I've got my Q-tip or cotton swab, and what you're going to do is just pick up the excess paint. Very important because you don't want this to mess up what you've just done to your nail. Here it is. So give me a second, let me take the tape off so I can show you guys how it exactly came out. It is with the top coat. Now I'm going to give it a second to dry and do my leopard. Now that you guys have seen how to do the water marbling portion of this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to do the leopard on the corner tips of your nail art design. So, excuse me. But what I always have is this painter's tape here, and you want to make sure that, you know, your angles are going the right way. So mine are going this way, and depending on how far you want it down, you're just going to apply your tape. And the reason why I apply my tape is because I like a nice clean cut sort of look. And it just gives it more of like a airbrush professional look, I think, rather than just eyeballing it and doing it by hand without the tape. So if you guys don't already know how to do leopard print, I also have a video that I did showing how to do a leopard print nail, but I'm going to do it anyways really quick. So of course I have my black. This is by Petites, and this is like $2. It's called Night. I get it at Walmart. And I'm going to put a little bit down on my palette. And I'll begin with my print. And what I do is I start off with sort of like a shape like this, and I kind of make them circular and going around each other. And a lot of times I almost look at them like, that looks weird. Doesn't look like a animal print. But then when it's all done, it turns out banging. And I also like to make them go off of the edge of the top of the nail so that it just looks like the pattern's sort of free-flowing and continues without, I don't know, it just doesn't stop the eye. It keeps the eye kind of going off the edge of your nail, which is nice. And I'll even like look at this section here. And if I feel like, maybe sometimes I'll put a little dot on the edge or something like that. If I have the print coming over. And as you see on my other ones here, I have colored dots inside of the leopard print. So I'm going to do the same. And I'll take, for example, because my tip on this one's mostly orange and pink, I'm not going to use orange and pink inside of the spots. I'm going to use something that will stand out more. So I'm going to use this green, the pure ice. And like right in the center of here, I'll put one. It's kind of a big blob. It's okay. Then I'm going to use my light blue for Audrey. Okay. And then I think I'll probably use the yellow. Maybe right here. Right there. And also you don't want to overdo it, so just put enough colorful spots in there. Don't do too much. Then go ahead and be careful when you're taking off your tape so that you don't peel off your clear coat that you put on your nail already. So what I'll do is let this dry. Now you can see the full look. Let it dry and put a top coat on to make it nice and shiny. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this nail tutorial. Please check out my blog. It's mscarlycalifornia.blogger.com, I think. I don't know, .blogspot. Anyways, I'll put the link down in the bottom. Also, go ahead and follow me on Twitter if you have a Twitter. I always post new pictures of my nail art and different things that I've got going on. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Try it out, and I'm always interested in seeing your guys' photos of the designs that you have watched that I've done. So like I said, if you do have a Twitter and I do have a Facebook, go ahead and find me on there so I can see some of your photos of your artwork. Oh my god, my cat is jumping. There she is. No, Luna, that's the water for the water marbling. You can't drink that, Mama. Okay, my cat's crazy. Anyways, thank you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.